Welcome back to TC Talk Sports, your home for all sports all the time. The NBA regular season is finally here. It feels like it's been forever since there's been NBA basketball on. I'm continuing with my team previews. Today, before I tell you who this preview is, hit that subscribe button on this channel. Go over to TikTok, follow TC Talk Sports. Please just do it. All follows, subscriptions, shares will be greatly appreciated. But this video, team preview, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's get into it. OKC last year, one of the best teams in the league, finished 57-25, tied first in the West, second best record in the league, only behind the NBA champions Boston Celtics. They swept the Pelicans in the first round, really had zero troubles in that series, and then lost to the Mavs in the Western Conference semifinals. That one going to Game 6, just outplayed by the Mavs, too much for them. But overall, a fantastic year for the Thunder, and I expect nothing less this season. And I think they might end up having a better season than they did last year. Offensively, defensively, all over the top of the leaderboards. 120.1 points per game, third best in the league. Shot 49.9% from the field. That was second best. They were the best three-point shooting team in the league last year, shooting 38.9%. They were 16th in three-point attempts, only taking 34.2 per game. So they took the 16th most threes, but had the highest percentage. I mean, that's a really good place to be at. Super efficient, not a high volume shooting, three-point shooting team, but obviously when they took them, they made most of them, highest percentage in the league. Fantastic offensive year for the Thunder. Defensively, not bad as well, and they're definitely going to be better this season. They gave up 112 points per game, only 11th best in the league, so better than 50%. Held opponents to 45.5% from the field. That was third best in the league. So as I said, offensively, defensively, as a team, they got it going together, and I think they're going to be even better this season. Mark Daigneault, their head coach, won Coach of the Year last season, and rightfully so. I mean, this team always gathering draft picks, developing players, one of the best teams in the league last year. Obviously, well-deserved Coach of the Year award there. Big part of that, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He was an MVP finalist last season, first team All-NBA. He was third in the league with 30.1 points per game. He shot 53% from the field, a career high for him. Averaged 8.7 free throw attempts per game. That was third most in the league last season. A lot of negative comments, hate towards SGA. Most of his points just coming from the foul line. I mean, can't argue with that. He got there the third most out of any player in the entire NBA. But hey, it's whatever. League's a little soft. Blow the whistle a little too much, but he's still a fantastic player. 6.2 assists per game. That was a career high for him while pulling in 5.5 rebounds per game. He's definitely going to be in the MVP conversation again this season, and this Thunder team a great chance at winning the championship in 2025. Jalen Williams now coming into his third year out of Santa Clara. Definitely an interesting player, really, in the entire NBA. Interesting player for this team. He averaged 19.1 points per game, shot 42.7% from three, 4.5 assists, and 1.1 steals. As the year went on last year, we saw Jalen Williams more comfortable with the ball in his hands and making plays with the ball, end up finishing with 4.5 assists. And I think that's really what he can be, a good on-ball defender, a versatile scorer, and a really good playmaker. I mean, we don't see it too much because SGA usually takes control of that offense, but they can trust Williams with the ball. Another guy they can trust, Chet Holmgren, his second year, but he missed all of 2023. He made the first team all-rookie team last year, averaged 16.5 points per game. That was third amongst rookies. Shot 53% from the field, 37% from beyond the arc. Pulled in 7.9 rebounds per game. Averaged 2.3 blocks per game. That was fifth best, not just of rookies, out of the entire league. 2.3 blocks per game. He's super tall, super thin though, but he's still a fantastic rim protector. I think he's only going to get better. Fantastic draft choice by the Thunder 2 years ago, and definitely had his name in there for Rookie of the Year. Obviously, Wemby winning that, so didn't really have a chance, but great young player, and he's definitely only going to get better from here on out. Lou Dort, the Dortcher Chamber, his sixth year out of Arizona State. I mean, offensively, nothing's going to blow you away. He averaged 10.9 points per game, but did set career highs with 43.8% field goal percentage and shot 39.4% from three. But the nickname, Dort Chamber, whatever you want to call it, 0.6 blocks per game, 0.9 steals per game. He's kind of on the shorter side height-wise, but he is built like a brick shithouse. He guards the other team's best player every single game. He's in your face all game long. Luka was able to kind of get around him in the playoffs last season, put him in foul trouble, and that's kind of the only way to beat him is draw him on fouls, get him on the bench. But one of the best defenders in the league, and he's going to be a big part of a very good year for the Thunder this year. Offseason, I think the Thunder had, just off the top of my head, I'm going to say they had the best offseason out of any team in the league. They traded Josh Giddey away for Alex Caruso, another fantastic defender, another guy that can guard the team's best player while still being able to score the ball. He developed more of a three-point shot last season in Chicago. Now he comes over to the Thunder. One of the best defending backcourts in all of the NBA. It's going to be tough for other teams to score on them. But not only signing Alex Caruso, they went out and got Isaiah Hartenstein from the Knicks, as I mentioned in my previous preview with the Knicks. Obviously, Hartenstein last year, 7.8 points per game, 2.5 assists, 8.3 rebounds, and he shot 64.4% from the field. I think he just adds another layer to this Oklahoma City Thunder offense. I mean, Chet Holmgren's going to be that starting 4 or 5. You could see Hartenstein on the floor. At the same time, Hartenstein's just another big-bodied center, but he's also super comfortable with the ball in his hands. We could see him bringing the ball down the floor for the Thunder. We saw Chet do it last season. We could see Hartenstein do that this year, or if he gets it on the low block, you send a double team, you're going to be in trouble because he can make the right passes, a very good playmaker, especially for his size. As we do in every preview, got to throw out a player to watch. My player to watch on this Thunder team is Isaiah Joe, now going into his 5th year. Last year, he averaged 8.2 points per game while shooting 41.6% from three, a career high for him. And that's definitely his strong suit. Spot up, shooting threes. He can create his own shot off the dribble, but a very good catch and shoot three-point shooter. People drive in the lane, dish it out to him behind the arc, catch, shoot. Very dangerous from the outside. Obviously, will be coming off the bench. He had some big games in the playoffs last season along with Aaron Wiggins, who was going to be my player to watch, but I think he'll see less minutes now, and I think Joe is a more impactful player just because he can shoot the three ball so well. But Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wiggins, definitely two guys that are going to be dangerous off the bench for the Thunder all year. My prediction for the Oklahoma City Thunder, I haven't really been as confident in these predictions with any of the other teams besides maybe the Celtics, but the Thunder, I think they're going 1 or 2 in the West, no lower than that. Honestly, outside of the Boston Celtics, I think the Thunder should be the favorites to win the championship. I think they should definitely be the favorites in the West. I mean, that offense is going to be the same as last year, might get even better, but the defense took a tremendous leap in the offseason, signing Alex Caruso, working alongside Lou Dort. Defense is going to be scary, tough to play against, but just collectively, offense and defense coming together. They have a great coach. They have depth. Their starting 5 is going to be ridiculously good. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Celtics versus a Thunder NBA championship this season. Thunder 1 or 2 in the West, definitely going to make a deep run in the playoffs. It's going to be a great year for them. Definitely one of the best teams in the entire league.